Louisiana Welcome Center is right up here.
I'm gonna get some of that free coffee.
James is gonna. I think my live got stuck a while ago.
Did it reconnect?
Oh, it reconnected. I'm waiting for some people to come in. James missed the rest area. He was gonna stop. We just passed
I
the
got a buy coffee.
we just entered into Louisiana, and he was gonna stop at the rest area and get him some free coffee. He was running his mouth and missed the rest area. Now he's got to stop in Kentwood. We used to, before Mississippi became a state that sold lottery tickets, we used to drive here to Kentwood to purchase a lottery ticket, which is what, 45 minutes from our house?
Yeah.
Kentwood is 45 minutes from where we live. Don't miss this exit.
No missing.
He wants me to show y'all the two-step, where they make the seasoning two-step. But if he goes 75 miles an hour, I don't see how.
Use the left lane
to merge onto I-55 South. Okay.
Use the left lane
to make a U-turn at Service Road. Then take the first right for I-55 South. I got the GPS on.
Proceed to the route.
All right, you got to hush.
Proceed to the route.
I don't want to hear you. Thank you. Are you gonna get gas here?
No.
Okay. Hello, Keith. How are you doing? Grab me some peanuts or trail mix or something. We are stopped. Looks like a Shell station. James has to go in and relieve his bladder, and then he'll get coffee to tank back up. I can let my window down while he's... See how much my windows are tinted? The sun is out. There's a Grand Cherokee right there beside us. It looks just like what I'm in. It's the interstate out there. if anybody will come in. Everybody must be busy this morning. I don't know what it is, but when we cross that state line from Mississippi to Louisiana, it's just an entirely different feeling. I don't know how long he's going to be in the store. So I'll turn y'all around and talk to y'all a second. We are supposed to go out to eat tonight. Matt made reservations at a restaurant for my birthday. And then tomorrow's Berkeley's dance recital, which is the reason that we are traveling this weekend, is to go to her dance recital. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. We are stopped in Kentwood, Louisiana right now, so James can go to the restroom and get him some coffee. So how are y'all doing this morning? If I turn y'all back around, all it is a Shell station. It's not that big of a deal. I got on one of my tie-dye shirts that I got from Uniques by the Creek, Terry. I was hoping that it would come in. Well, I actually got two, and one of them's blue and one of them's this yellow. Hey, Lindsay B, thank you. Plants and things. Nice to see you. We are headed to Louisiana to see our son and the grandbabies. And we're just stopped now in Kentwood, Louisiana. This man right here. Well, y'all, he's on the phone. I can hear him talking all the way over here. Well, hey, Frugal Mama, how are you? Thank you. Anytime I get to see my grandbabies is a good day. You know, these two, the two grandbabies we're going to see, is our girls, and we don't see them every day like we do Lincoln. Wellness, how are you doing? Welcome into my live chat. We're just going to get back on the road here in a minute. I'm telling y'all, I can already tell it's going to be a very warm day, because just with this window down and the heat coming in. Thank you. We're going to go out to eat tonight. I don't know what restaurant, but Matt made reservations for us to go out and eat for my birthday. And he asked me where I wanted to go eat. And I said at a nice restaurant where we could go out, get out and go in. And I said Japanese, Chinese, or a steak and seafood. So he got us reservations at a steak and seafood place, which I love seafood. I don't know what's taking him so long in that store. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Boy, this little service station is busy. Hey, Johnny. How are you? Welcome into my live chat. I'll turn y'all around so y'all can see. Sitting at a little pick and pack. James went in to use the restroom and get him some coffee, but he's been in there for a few minutes. I don't know what his deal is. Matrix break. Hello, how are you? I'm ready to get back on the road, and he's taking his time. I don't know where he is. How's everybody doing this morning? I keep thinking he's going to come out here in just a minute, but I am wrong. He's not. I'll let y'all watch some of these people go inside this store. So what y'all got going on today? If I wasn't on my phone, I would call in there and say, what are you doing? This is Louisiana, Kentwood. Oh, car repairs for y'all? Oh, I always hate having car trouble. That's not fun. I hope he hadn't struck up a conversation with somebody in there. Uh-oh, somebody just pulled up beside me really close. I'm supposed to be getting dressed to go out for a bit, but haven't caught you live in over a year. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that you came in. These young guys just pulled up beside me. Look how close they pulled up. Look. That's how close they pulled up to my vehicle. Oh, thank you for breezing on through and wishing us a happy weekend. I honestly don't know why James is staying in this service station this long. I really do not understand. People are coming in and out and in and out. I don't get it. What he's waiting on. Hey, Jody. How are you doing? I'm sitting at a service station in Louisiana, and James has been in the store. He was just going to run in and go to the restroom and get him a cup of coffee. But I guess he's making coffee for every single body in the service station. I'm good. We're headed to Louisiana to our sons. I mean, y'all have to understand that's just the type of person James is. If they're out of coffee in there, which is the service station's place to go over there and keep coffee made, right? Well, he'll go up in there and just start making coffee. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. Oh, somebody just pulled in. Oh, here he comes. I guarantee you he's made coffee. How much y'all want to bet? How much? Anybody want to put money on it? Let me guess, you had to make coffee.
No, I had to wait on it. I mean, it one of them dispensers, but dang.
I was wondering where you were. Looks like we're about to get on the road again, thank goodness. Hold this just a second so I can open my... These guys pull really close. See right there?
They're probably going to play golf.
They look like fantastics.
Well, they got Southeast University shirts.
I don't even know if I can open these.
Let me see.
Hold on.
The struggle is real. Don't make them go everywhere. Let me see it.
It's hard.
It said tear here. You're supposed to tear them off.
What kind of cookies did you get?
Chocolate Reese Pieces. I like them because they're crunchy.
I like a soft cookie. He likes a crunchy cookie. I like my cookies soft. How do y'all like y'all's cookies? He and Taylor, our daughter, likes theirs crunchy.
Sound like a horse.
Jody put up 2 coffee cups. She said she likes soft cookies. I do too. Look. He want to talk about the struggle.
Look at the size of that.
Let me see it. Show it to him. It's about macaroni. No.
It's Reese's.
Reese's.
Something.
I have peanuts in my mouth, y'all.
Good, too.
Lindsay said crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. Let me show y'all something. It's a Reese's peanut butter.
Yeah, got M&M or something in it.
It's got M&Ms or something in it.
As long as they ain't got raisins.
He don't like raisins, but I don't have a problem with raisins.
Oh, it goes good with that coffee, though.
Thank y'all for the thumbs up. We're about to get on the road again. Here we go. getting on
55.
55 South. Hello, my twin. I got your card. It was beautiful. You picked out the perfect card. Oh, and the little hearts in it. That was so sweet. Oh, and the note. The little note you left. Of course, I had to tear up a little bit. It was so sweet. Yeah, we're in Kentwood right now. We had to stop and let... I'm eating peanuts.
Here comes your Cajun two-step.
We had to stop and let James get some coffee and relieve his bladder. All right, now we're not racing. The lottery is 139 million. I wish I could win that. I see it, James. There's the Cajun's two-step
Highly recommend.
seasoning. Now, why would that camper go that fast? Why would they do that?
Can't camp out in the show out lane.
Well, I know, but he wasn't in the show out lane.
It was. You got to get over when there's an open. Just like us.
Y'all, people in Louisiana, they drive crazy. And then when James gets across that state line, he begins to drive. He begins to drive just like them. Like, just because he's in Louisiana, he's got to start driving like them.
Or we're gonna get run over.
We're on an interstate.
I know it. I don't want to get run over. Maybe leave us in the wood.
I'm not talking very much because I have peanuts in my mouth. Let me get my peanuts.
This is breakfast.
James is eating a cookie and drinking some coffee.
This is our breakfast.
It's a Reese's peanut butter. Now, see why? There's oh yeah, he's got a heavy foot, all right. Hold it, said it's your birthday. You eat all the nuts you want to. We're going out to eat tonight. Matt made reservations at some restaurant. Steak and seafood. And our reservation's at 5:30 this afternoon. I don't know, Claudette. I'll have to look and see. We got up early this morning getting ready to head this way, but I'm going to look at all of it. What was you saying, James?
Texas Brazilian.
Oh, yeah, we went to this Texas Brazilian restaurant where they served lamb and what else they served? All kind of meat. They would come around to the table with the meat on is it called a skewer?
Yeah.
And they would cut the meat right there at the
Tell them
table.
what you want. As far as the
Finished eating your cookie. But there's John. Hey, John.
you tell them.
James
if
is
you like
eating
it
up.
medium or medium rare or whatever, and they can carve it off by you.
We talking about food, John. We can't cross the Louisiana line without start talking about food. James had to stop and get coffee, and he picked up some cookies, and he got me some peanuts. His cookie is Reese's and peanut butter, and it's got chunks of M&Ms in it. But we're gonna go eat tonight. Haley's parents. Hey, Chef Scatty, how are you? Haley's parents will be here this weekend too. Daryl and Nan, they call them Nana and Papa. And then James and I are Gigi and Pop. Welcome in, Chef Scatty. We're headed to Louisiana, to our son's house. I don't know if you know this, Chef Scatty. It's been a while since you have been in. I have 3 grandbabies now. I have 2 granddaughters and a grandson. Berkeley will be 5 in December. Lincoln will be 2 in December, and Livy will be 1 in October. Claudette said, we're Nana and Papa too. Yeah, I wish I could video it or either go live, but I'm not sure how Haley's mom and dad feel about being live or being on a video on YouTube. I don't know how they feel about that. Oh, don't even talk like that, John. He said, I'm surprised Mr. James isn't in the fast lane. No, don't even get him started, because as soon as he crosses over that Louisiana line, he turns into a totally different person. He's like he's home, and he's got to start racing with everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna ask him. Oh, I made a video of the garden this morning, John, before we left. It was like a 3.5 minute video. James, he disced it.
Worked the middle.
He worked the middle rows.
Dirt up to it.
And it looks really, really healthy. The dirt looks really good. We have blooms on our tomatoes. I mean, it all looks really good if it would just stay that way. You know, the last 2 things on the very end down here toward the road.
A squash.
Guys, I knew I was going to say that was squash. Where's the broccoli?
It was sitting next to the bush butter beans and the pole beans.
Oh, you remember Berkeley? She'll be 5 in December. I don't know if you know this, Chef Scatty, but, you know, Berkeley was born on my son's birthday. That's his daughter, which was December the 30th. Then my daughter's son, Lincoln, which that's his son, he was born on December 30th also. So we have 3 people in the family that were born on December the 30th. So when we found out that Haley was pregnant with Livy, first thing I said was, please tell me this baby is not due in December. cannot believe that 3 people in the same family were born on the same day at different years. We hope to get to stop and get Po' Boy on the way home tomorrow. But Berkeley's recital's not till 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. As long as we remember May 17th, we are good. Yeah. James and I are the same age today. He'll be 59 in July. So for 2 months, because his birthday's July 17th, for 2 months we're the same age. Yeah, po' boys are good anytime. I mean, you're exactly right, John, because you can eat half of it, wrap it up, take it home, heat it up. It's still going to be good. Oh, you thought I was 39? Well, you were close. In 2 years, I will be the big 6-0. And I used to, that's amazing. I'm doing my best to understand how to use YouTube after 3 years of not uploading. I cannot believe it's been 3 years, Chef Sketty. I used to, when you were younger and you would talk to people that were older and they would say, oh, I'm 60, I'm 58, 59. You would think, oh, that's a long way away. No, it's not. I have arrived at 58. I mean, I just smashed right on into it at 12 a.m. this morning. We're at Amit. This is where James's family is from. I used to drive this all the time. That's Amit. That's where James, where I used to come and visit James when we were dating, and after we got married, we'd come visit his grandma. Never dreaming that we would have a child that would live in Louisiana. We actually thought after James's mom passed away that we wouldn't have any reason to come back to Louisiana unless we were like going to New Orleans or Baton Rouge or, some special event. Yes, that's right. That's right, Claudette. In Matt's subdivision where they just built their new house, they have an area that they have a pool. Like the subdivision has a swimming pool that everybody that lives in that subdivision can swim.
And have grills and all that.
Yeah, they have grills, and they just have a little recreational area for the whole subdivision. And but the pool's not open except on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays now. Yeah, it is going to be a fun weekend, Claudette. I'm just glad to get out of the house. Claudette, I stay in the house a lot. I mean, I can go out in my yard, but you know what I mean, like. And usually if I'm going somewhere, I'm going to a doctor's appointment. But at the end of May, we're going to the Gulf Coast. Yeah, I know you know that feeling. That's why I love you all, because without my YouTube community, I would be really, really bored. And there's only so much television that you can watch. I mean, come on. If I had discovered YouTube and I had to watch just my stations that I have on regular TV, I'd be really bored. Oh, I'm back. It was our neighbor. He wanted to borrow our lawnmower. I told him to go get it.
Need to tell him.
Hold on.
I don't know if the gas is sitting there or not.
He'll find it. Am I back? I got a phone call. Our neighbor was calling. Let me know if I'm back on, guys. Okay, thank you. But I'm really not thrilled about a pool being in that low division as young as Berkeley is. I mean, of course, Libby's not old enough to go to it, but I told Matt, I said, please make sure Berkeley has her life vest on. But she's supposed to take swimming lessons pretty soon, and every time she's been with us, we've James has helped her to get the concept of swimming, because we were taking her over to our friend's pool, and she loved it, and she's not afraid of it. And that's what bothers me, is she'll just jump right in, you know. Thank you, little Debbie. Welcome in. We're on our way to Louisiana. Well, we're in Louisiana. We're in Independence right now. Independence, Louisiana.
Little Italy.
Oh yeah, Claudette. And the weird thing about it, when we were growing up, you never even heard of anybody taking the swimming lessons. It was just like our family went to the lake or to a pool or somewhere, and you just learned how to swim. But now they give swimming lessons and all that, which I don't want her to be scared of water. I don't want her to be scared, but I want her to respect it enough not to just jump in every time she sees a pool. You know, no, that's why I can't swim yet. My dad would teach us by doggy paddling, and we believed that was the way to swim. Yeah, that's true. You know, ever since that happened to Selena's little grandbaby, and my heart hurts every time I think about that. All I could think about was Berkeley when that happened, and I just literally cried over that. Hey Dan, thank you. You can back float. Berkeley got to where she wanted to jump off the diving board over there at our friend's pool this past summer. And she wasn't but 3, because she turned 4 in December. And she wanted to jump in and go in the deep, but she had her little floaty thing on too. Welcome in, Dan. But Matt was telling us that their little subdivision has a lot of children that is Berkeley's and Livy's age. So Berkeley and Livy will be coming up with a lot of children in their neighborhood, which is a great thing. And he said every afternoon they all get out, and the parents of the children, and go walking around the
That way they can ride their bike.
the subdivision, and they ride their bikes. They let the kids ride their bikes and all that, which I think is a great idea for the neighborhood to be that close, you know. We had all ours in swimming lessons too. It's good that she's she's fearless, but until she can actually swim, she's got to be careful. Yes, agreed. Sounds like an awesome neighborhood. Yeah, I'm glad that they're getting to know people here in Louisiana. If this is where they're gonna live. I was
Some place to live.
I didn't really like the idea of my grandbabies being brought up in Louisiana, because it's a totally different world than Mississippi. And but with the parents that they have, I know that they will bring them up in a way that they'll know right from wrong. But Louisiana people love to partay. I mean, anybody that can go to a sports event and buy the whole town out of liquor, you know these people party. I mean, where was that Louisiana LSU went?
Omaha.
Yeah, LSU went to Omaha.
Baseball.
And all the fans bought out the little town where they were playing baseball. All the alcohol was gone. All the beer. Matt and Hallie are good people. They will guide those babies in the right direction. Yeah, I feel good about that. But that's one reason I didn't want to live in Louisiana and raise children when James and I got married. I mean, to them, like, we have sweet tea in our refrigerator, lemonade, things like that. That's just like a common thing. Well, they have beer, and to them, it's like tea. They don't think anything about it. Beer is their go-to. And I don't have anything wrong with beer. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying.
Even in the garage.
They have it everywhere. They drink beer like we drink tea. Claudette said, that sounds like my house growing up. Oh. Now, I'll drink a beer every now and then. I would be the first one to admit it. But I didn't want my children growing up with 6 packs of beer in the refrigerator. Now, when they got older and went to college and began to be adults, yeah, they could drink. They made that choice. And when we would have parties at the house, they would bring their own drink, but they wouldn't leave the house. Once they started drinking, they were there. They were staying. They were not driving anywhere. But this is after they went to college and, Yeah, I knew what you meant, Claudette. But come over, because they would play that where you throw the ball into beer pong. They had played beer pong and under the carport after Matt, oh my gosh, he had been at Ole Miss probably 3 years, and he'd bring Haley home to the house, and of course all the friends, and as soon as they drove up, no sir, you start playing beer pong and you don't leave. About them playing beer pong, have y'all ever heard of that? Yeah, the famous beer pong. Yeah, that used to be I don't know if it is now or not, because we don't have any children at home. But when Matt and them would come in from college, that was the thing. You got to play beer pong. And I don't know if that's still all the rage. Are we in Hammond? We're in Hammond, Louisiana now. So there's a place, and I know how I pronounce it, but James and them do not pronounce this word like we pronounce it. It's Albany, which I say it's Albany, like Albany, New York. Well, everybody in Louisiana calls it Albany. And I'm told James one day, I was like, how do you get Albany out of that word? Baton Rouge and Slidell, 1 mile. We're turning there. Claudette said, yeah, my kids play. Yeah, it's Albany, like Albany. And he will argue me up and down. Oh, it's Albany. No, it's Albany. But, you know, people in Louisiana, they have a different sound than other people. Yeah. There was a guy that came to our house because our dish network was messing up. And he had to get on the roof of our house and fix our satellite, our signal. So he comes in the house, Louisiana. I said, what part of Louisiana? He just laughed.
You said Crystal Springs?
And he was from Houma.
Thibodeau, Houma.
Yeah, Houma, Louisiana, which is way, would you call that south? They okay, I'm back. No, I think she says she lives in New Orleans, but she doesn't actually live in New Orleans. We lived in Edmond, Alberta. I loved how they had the street names. They were numbers. So if you could count, you could find your way around. Huh, that's nice. But no, Southern Belle, she doesn't actually live in New Orleans. She lives outside of New Orleans. But we're headed toward closer to Baton Rouge. No, she lives in Louisiana. She does live in Louisiana, but she doesn't live in New Orleans. I can't remember what town that is. What you gonna say it? I mean, no, not Georgia. No. She don't live in Georgia. She lives in Louisiana.
Miss Southern Belle lives in Georgia.
Oh, that's Miss Southern Belle lives in Georgia, but I'm talking. She's talking about Southern Belle. I thought she lived near Houma or wherever that. No. She don't live near Houma. Houma is like way down into Louisiana.
You almost headed toward Grand Isle, down there to Chauvin and all.
I mean, you get into like almost to the water, like.
That's Homa.
Oh, Miss Southern Belle lives in Georgia.
Yeah.
But Southern Belle, you know, there's two different people. Southern Belle lives in Louisiana. The one that does auctions, she lives in Louisiana. Now, Miss Southern Belle that come to visit me lives in Georgia. Oh, yeah, Dawn. Yeah, Dawn does live near where my son lives. She lived, actually, when Berkeley was in the beauty pageant, her daughter lived right around the corner from where the beauty pageant was being held, and we were actually going to meet up.
There's Albany.
And we didn't get a chance to.
Are we going in the back roads or on the back lane? Because either way it goes, we got to pull that address up.
All right, guys, I'll be back on in just a little bit. We got to look at the address and see where we're headed.